Imagine climbing stairs with power. Imagine walking confidently through uneven trails. Imagine standing up without holding on to anything, even in your 80s. That's not a fantasy. It's what happens when you feed your legs what they've been begging for. That kind of strength isn't just about exercise. It starts with the 6 essential vitamins your legs need after 60. Vitamin D, the master switch for muscle power. Think of vitamin D as the main power switch that tells your muscles, okay, let's get moving. Without it, your legs operate like a smartphone on 2% battery. Low energy, slower response, and one bad move away from shutting down entirely. Now, here's the wild part. After age 60, your body's ability to produce vitamin D from sunlight drops by up to 70%. So even if you sunbathe like a lizard, your system may still be running low. And low vitamin D doesn't just affect bones, it shuts down fast-twitch muscle fibers. These are the muscle fibers that help you catch yourself when you trip, spring up from a chair, or climb stairs with confidence. Without them, legs feel sluggish, stairs feel steeper, and your risk of falling goes way up. A study from Harvard found that seniors with healthy vitamin D levels had 27% more leg strength and were 83% less likely to suffer falls. That's not a coincidence, it's a muscle-saving fact. Now, don't just grab the first supplement bottle you find. Vitamin D needs fat to be absorbed properly. That means popping a pill with water isn't going to cut it. Pair it with eggs, avocados, olive oil, or a fatty fish like salmon to actually see results. Speaking of salmon, just one portion of wild salmon gives you nearly 1,000 IUs of vitamin D. Add in some mushrooms that have been exposed to sunlight, and you're off to a strong start. If you're supplementing, aim for 2,000 to 4,000 IUs per day. And take it with breakfast or lunch that includes healthy fats, not on an empty stomach with coffee. Because your muscles need fuel, not just good intentions. Vitamin B12, the nerve messenger. Your brain may tell your legs to move, but if the signal doesn't get through, you're stuck. That's where vitamin B12 comes in. It's like the electrical wire that connects your nervous system to your muscles. Without it, communication breaks down. And what does that feel like? A hesitation when standing up, numbness in your feet, wobbly balance, a delayed reaction when trying to catch yourself from falling. These aren't just signs of aging, they're flashing red lights for B12 deficiency. Here's the kicker, B12 deficiency is rampant among seniors, and not just because of diet. Medications like metformin for diabetes, acid reducers like omeprazole, and even common blood pressure drugs can mess with your body's ability to absorb B12. So even if you're eating right, you could still be low. You know what's even more sneaky? B12 deficiency mimics aging. It causes fatigue, poor balance, even memory lapses. So most people chalk it up to getting old and never get it checked. But the solution is shockingly simple. Beef liver is the ultimate B12 powerhouse. Just 3 ounces has more than 10 times your daily needs. Not a fan of liver? No problem. Wild salmon, clams, fortified nutritional yeast, and Greek yogurt are solid options too. If you're supplementing, go for sublingual B12, those little tablets that dissolve under your tongue. They bypass your gut and go straight into your bloodstream. That alone can improve absorption by 40%. And guess what? That translates into faster nerve signals, better balance, and fewer oops moments. Vitamin C, the collagen builder. Vitamin C isn't just for warding off colds. For your legs, it's like a renovation crew for your muscle tendon connections. It builds collagen, which forms the scaffolding that holds your muscles and joints together. Without enough of it, those connections weaken. And suddenly, walking across the kitchen feels like a tightrope act. You know that wobbly feeling some people get when they stand up after sitting for a while? That shaky, wait, let me grab the table moment. That's often not a strength problem. It's a collagen problem. And collagen can't exist without a steady supply of vitamin C. But there's more. Vitamin C also helps create carnitine, the compound your muscles use to burn fat for energy. Without it, your muscles fatigue faster, and that second wind everyone talks about, you never get it. Now, the standard advice says seniors need 75 to 90 milligrams of vitamin C per day. But newer research from the National Institute on Aging suggests older adults need closer to 400 to 500 milligrams daily for optimal leg function. Best sources? Kiwi, strawberries, red bell peppers, and broccoli. And forget week-old orange juice, fresh fruits beat processed every time. In fact, a freshly cut kiwi has almost twice the usable vitamin C of a bottled juice sitting in your fridge. Here's a smart move. Spread your intake throughout the day. Vitamin C gets flushed out quickly, so eating all of it at breakfast leaves your legs hanging by noon. A berry smoothie in the morning, bell peppers at lunch, and broccoli at dinner. That's a better rhythm. Vitamin E, the cellular shield. If your muscles were made of tiny batteries, vitamin E would be their corrosion protection. It guards your muscle cells, especially in your legs, from the wear and tear of daily life. Every time you move, your muscles undergo microscopic damage. That's normal, but after 60, your ability to repair those tiny rips slows down. That's where vitamin E steps in. It prevents oxidative stress from tearing up your muscle fibers in the first place, and that keeps your legs stronger, longer. But here's what no one tells you. There are 8 forms of vitamin E, and most supplements only include one, alpha tocopherol, the real MVP for muscle health, gamma tocopherol, and you get that not from pills but from food. Walnuts, sunflower seeds, pecans, and Brazil nuts are loaded with the right kind. Your legs, especially the thighs and calves, have some of the highest concentrations of mitochondria in your whole body. That's the part of the cell that makes energy. Vitamin E protects those little power plants so they keep firing. Without that shield, you feel tired faster, move slower, and recover like molasses. Try this combo: a handful of walnuts in the afternoon, spinach sautéed in olive oil for dinner, and 2 Brazil nuts before bed. That's your daily shield. No pills required. Also, when combined with selenium, vitamin E forms a powerhouse antioxidant team. And Brazil nuts? They've got both. 2 a day keeps the cane away. Vitamin K, the calcium director. If vitamin D is the power switch, vitamin K is the traffic cop. It tells calcium where to go, into your bones and muscles and away from your arteries. Without it, calcium gets lost. It builds up in places it shouldn't and misses the places that need it most. Here's where it gets tricky. Vitamin K comes in 2 forms, K1 and K2. K1 helps with blood clotting. That's great, but K2? That's the real MVP for leg strength. It activates proteins that bind calcium directly into your muscle fibers and bones. You know those people who fall and break a hip, even though their bone density scans looked fine? A lack of K2 could be the silent villain. K2 isn't found in your average salad. It lives in fermented foods like natto, a Japanese soybean dish, aged cheeses like Gouda and sauerkraut. Chicken liver also has a surprising amount. And if you're on blood thinners like warfarin, you might have been told to avoid vitamin K entirely. But what actually matters is consistency. Talk to your doctor, find a stable daily amount, and stick to it. Sudden spikes cause issues, not the vitamin itself. Add a little fermented food to your meals. Not only will your gut thank you, your legs will too. Vitamin B6, the protein activator. You could be eating a steak a day, but without vitamin B6, most of that protein just passes through without building a thing. B6 activates over 100 enzymes involved in protein metabolism, basically telling your body, hey, build muscle, not compost. It's also your early movement energy spark. Ever stood up and felt like your legs were dragging concrete? That's often a B6 issue. Your body can't convert glycogen to glucose fast enough. The result? Heavy legs, slow starts, and fatigue before you even make it down the hall. B6 also affects your sleep. It helps your body produce GABA, a neurotransmitter that relaxes muscles and prevents nighttime leg cramps or restless legs. If you're twitching at 2 a.m. or feel like you're running in your dreams, B6 might be the fix. Bananas, chickpeas, tuna, sweet potatoes, and dark meat chicken are your B6 besties. And for better absorption, pair them with healthy fats. Think banana with almond butter or chickpeas with olive oil. Easy, tasty, and leg-friendly. B6 is water-soluble and gets flushed out daily. So aim to get some at every meal, not just one B6 bomb at breakfast. If you've ever felt like your legs just aren't keeping up anymore, it's not your fault. It's not just age. It's a lack of the exact nutrients your muscles need to stay strong. The good news? You can change that starting today. These 6 vitamins, D, B12, C, E, K, and B6, are the foundation. The difference between walking confidently and shuffling, between climbing stairs or sitting them out, between feeling independent or constantly relying on help. So take a moment, look at your current diet. Where can you add in some of these power foods? Where might a supplement make sense? And if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a leg up. Literally, your future self will thank you with every confident step.